What is up, everyone? How you doing? So today is a lazy Sunday and no one was around all day, and then Josh called me and told me he was gonna go work on his S14, and I figured I'd go give him a hand. So it's kind of late, but might as well get something done today. We're here. Good timing, right? Shit. What's up?
What's up?
What are you doing?
Finishing up what we were doing last night.
Nice. All right, guys, so I was able to score a Mark IV GTI intercooler kit from my buddy that he happened to have in his garage from like 3 years ago, and I'm hoping to make it somewhat fit on the Mark II, at least better than starting from scratch. So I'm sorry, Brian, but the couplers are blue. Right there. I know that's your favorite, but for now, I'll get us started and going. We could replace them over time, but I know this is going to be a bolt-on fit by any means necessary, but I'm going to work on that, see what we could use and see what we're going to have to cut up. But for now, of course, our main focus is the KAT setup that we started yesterday. If you guys don't know about it, just go watch yesterday's video. It was a good video, right?
It was pretty good.
So last night we fitted the turbo to the manifold right there, and now I have to fit the downpipe and get it actually bolted to the head, while Josh actually has to dissect the intake and get it all apart so we can delete all the old vacuum bullshit in it, simplify it, reseal it, throw the new injectors in, and then throw it back on, and we should be good to go. Before I get this on the head, I have to get the downpipe on because putting it on in the car sucks. So to make this the best kit it could be, I made Josh go out and get some M8 to M10 conversion studs. So first off, use studs when you can. They're stronger, they're better, they last longer, and they make your life easier. This is for M8 holes, and the downpipe's pretty big, so we have room for M10s. Then we get our gasket, and then this is such a beautiful sight. This is the true magic wand that the gods have sent us right here. This is what makes the power. Now it's time that we can bolt this thing up, and we shouldn't have to take it off. We shouldn't, right?
Should not.
Should not. And the exhaust side should be done. Well, after Josh cleans the head, because I guess it wasn't done yet. Always clean off your old gasket.
Always clean them off. You want a good seal, you clean it off.
Come on. Oh,
Hey.
Best news all day. Well, the ISR downpipe has a mile from the steering shaft. That's awesome. So let's get this bolted up, and that looks really good. I'm really happy with that. As far as the Mark II goes, I know this is an eBay-ass kit, so I wasn't expecting it to fit that well, but I've had a really hard time even figuring out how this would have mounted on the Mark IV. But this looks about right. Coming off the turbo, hooking around, and going straight down. Now it's kind of ugly, but if it does the trick, it does the trick. The goal is to get this thing running, looking half decent, and then once it is running, then we can kind of fix it up as we go. So as far as the intake side goes, way off. I think this is it. So if I get a 45 here, which is very common, I might actually have one. All we would have to do on the bottom is basically extend this piece and turn it slightly. And it should work. The only thing that's killing me is these blue couplers. They're hideous. Problem is, I feel like all the eBay kits come with blue couplers, so it just makes your kit look eBay. It could be like a $2,000 intercooler kit, but if it's blue,
it's eBay.
But seriously though, what the heck is this supposed to go to? Is that? I can't imagine a situation at which this would work. Unless you have like the Audi intake where it's in the middle. So it's like...
Maybe.
What? Alright, I don't know what kind of Mark IV this kit is for, but I don't think that thing's right. Whatever. Josh, you didn't take off yet?
Almost there.
It's crazy how much stuff on this intake you could actually get rid of. Here we go. What else are we stuck on? All right, some more vacuum lines that we could just cut. Here we go. Nice. Sheesh. All right. So the first thing we have between the manifolds is this like little vacuum pump right here, and I couldn't really tell you what it does. I'm not gonna lie. All I know is we could do without it. It's not gonna do us any good with our type of application. So you basically just and delete it. All right, there's two brackets that actually bolt the lower manifold to the block, which is just not cool shit. So It's kind of a pain in the ass. Good thing we got a lift, but straight up, not having a good time.
Blindly doing it.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, I think I see it come out.
Hell yeah. Now what else bullshit's connected to this thing? This should be it. Oh, thank God. That's it.
Oh my God, that thing's hideous.
So someone put like a throttle body spacer in here? Look at this. That's like kind of cool. I see you. Like, I don't know how much torque you're gaining from that little bitch, but whatever. We're gonna take like all this bullshit off right here. We don't need like any of this. We're just gonna reroute it. All right, so there's these two giant hard lines that go underneath the intake manifold, and there's like 3 soft lines on them, which means there's 3 points that they could fail at, which could leave us stranded at the track, which sucks. So these go to the lines that go to the heater core, and then this goes to the front of the engine, and this goes to basically the block. So we could technically bypass these whole entire hardline system right here, simplify it, clean it up, and then we can go over here and take our old heater hose lines and basically get rid of them, because now this one just needs to come here. So we could basically just run a straight line back. And then this one now needs to go to the block, which we could easily find, you know, some random S-bend hose to go from there. So we're gonna do that, simplify it, and leave it so we have less shit to break. Now we have ourselves a fully deleted lower manifold right here. This is basically as simple as you wanna go while retaining the factory IAC, which we technically don't need because we could tune it out, but it's really nice to have. This is everything we took off of it. So that is a whole lot of junk that we don't need anymore, and our life is gonna be way better. This is just 1,000 more things to fail at the track and keep us stranded, so cool. We were looking around, and Josh actually had some extra heater hose lines laying around from his Corrado build, and this one might actually be perfect for us. So I think if we get this right here, we can kind of just like, well, this thing's deadly, dude. Whoa. Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Being a hoarder really pays off sometimes, huh, Josh?
Hell yeah. Gotta save everything. You never know when you're gonna need it.
So now we just need to find a hose that goes from the bottom all the way up to here, and we're good. OEM plus. All right, we're trying to bang through this tonight. We gotta. Josh has to leave in a few. He's got work in the morning, but we're making good progress.
Good progress.
Okay. We're just trying to rush through it, and now we have the sandwich plate on with the AN adapter on there, so then we could do our new line. We're gonna run it behind the head and to the top of the turbo, and we have oil. Sound good?
Oil.
And this, we're gonna snake behind the head and worry about that in a little bit. All right, so the bottom of the manifold is fully simplified, and now it's time to basically put the stuff back together. As far as the upper plenum goes, there's these vacuum lines on the bottom that kind of, I believe they suck some pressure out of the crankcase, because that's what it looks like. I mean, they're vacuum lines. It's coming out of the side of the block, and it's like a one-way valve on it. So it seems like it's a PCV style system. So I think we might keep it. I don't see any drawbacks to having it, and it doesn't really make the system any more complicated, so might as well leave it. So Josh clearly has some cleaning to do, but that's easy stuff we can do on the side. We could power wash the whole engine bay when we're done, but right now we're rushing to get this car together because Josh signed up for the first drift event of the season, his first drift event. It's
my
March,
first drift event.
Exciting. It's March 16th, and my car is definitely not gonna make it, but this car potentially can. Sounds like we have a lot of time, but the thing is, there's still a big shakedown process we have to go through, and God forbid anything breaks that we might need. It could take a week or two to get, so we want to make sure this thing is perfectly dialed, way ahead of the curve, so we know Josh is ready to drift. The turbo kit is finally in. We are in rush mode to get this thing together. We just need a gasket for the, there we go. All right, intake's basically on, and as you guys can see, it's a lot cleaner, and we're good to go. So next we have the injectors, and then the intercooler, and then we have to finish up hooking up the oil line, and we should be good to go, besides, you know, all the typical stock stuff like finishing the full exhaust, and we have to, yeah. So I'm excited for this car. This car should handle really well. This engine was super healthy when we took it apart, and no reason why it won't be healthy when we throw a turbo on it. So I think Josh is tired. So I think we're gonna call him night here.
Get to work.
But cool, we finished something really annoying tonight, and that is pulling up the intake and simplifying it. So guys, remember, the less shit there is in there, the less shit there is to break. And that's less shit to leave you standing on the track. And that's less shit to give you and that's less shit to ruin your day. So keep things simple, don't overdo it, make sure everything's fresh and clean, and just do it right the first time, like this.
Yeah, it's elite shit.
As far as the intercooler pumping goes, we'll make something work. I can't wait to see Brian's face when he sees these couplers are blue. He's not gonna be stoked, but
The blue goes with the white. It's just the blue looks eBay. That's all it is. It's like when you have these AN fittings, these colors, they always look eBay no matter what brand they are, just because they're always that color.
Oh, that reminds me of a bald eagle. I don't know why.
okay, cool. Yeah, I'm cool with it, but whatever. So yeah, we ordered the ECU today, which is sick. So we'll get that in and we'll be ready to party soon enough. So I'm gonna end it there. Today was a quick video. Just got a few hours in, cranking on the S14, and tomorrow we'll get even more stuff done. So with that, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And Josh, let them know what's up.
I hope you guys have a great night.
Oh my God.
I'm cold-hearted and broke, I cold-started and choke. I grow part with my soul, the vote harder to grow. I know why, hey, I know why, hey, yeah. I'm cold-hearted and broke, I cold-started and